Nobody will appreciate you. That they don't want to believe in your Christ. That favor you are asking for, the day you ask, God gave it to you. Do you know what is left for you to do? You too must say, I will go. If I perish, I perish. Because that's when Esther even knew about the favor. Esther didn't know she was favored. Do you know what Esther told Mordecai? If I go, I will die. If I enter into the king's chambers on this time that nobody is supposed to enter, I will not come back alive. And Mordecai said, well, you can decide to go or not. Whether you do it or not, God will use somebody else to do it. You see, some of you, you are gradually giving God the reasons to fire you and put somebody else there to do what he called you to do. You have gone rogue. You have gone MIA. What God sent you here to come and do, you are not doing it because you are offended. You are not doing it because you feel tired. You are not doing it because you feel underappreciated. Nobody will appreciate you. Whether you do, listen, it's up to you. So have that. Before Esther went in, she said, I will go. If I perish, that means if I die, I die. It means that in the head of Esther, she's dead. She was on a suicide mission. We pray all these prayers. Lord, favor, favor, favor. Give me grace. It's for work. It's not a garment that you put on to say, hey, I'm favored. No. It's to work for a people who will not appreciate you. Are you hearing this? Jesus was working for a people who were spitting at him in the face. He said, listen, you guys don't even know what. Stephen was working for a people who did not appreciate him. So have that mindset. When you have that mind, the day you cultivate this mindset, you are done. 70% you have already conquered. The remaining 30% is having understanding to know how to apply the knowledge God is giving you to become who you are. But if you have this understanding that nobody care about you, nobody will appreciate you, 70% you have won. So Jesus was still in there looking at them like, hey, listen, man, I'm going to die. I don't care. Say crucify him, man. Say it until your ribs is touching ribs. It's up to you. He said, Peter, James, John, you guys are my favorite guys. You are my armor bearers. I love you guys. I know you guys love me too. Help me pray because I am afraid of what is ahead of me. You know, I am the assignment that is about to happen is big. Do you know what happened? At that time, Jesus came back and Peter, James, John, they were sleeping. The night vigil, they couldn't do it. Are you going to quit? Hey, Jesus, are you going to quit? Are you going to? You are the next Jesus in your family. Because your family is not clapping their hands, you decided to quit. Why? Joseph said, don't worry, bro. Brothers, don't worry. What you did to me, you meant it for evil. But God was just sending me ahead to come and save this family. Keep doing you. Your day of glory will come. Keep doing you, but do it well. Do it with focus. Do it with consistency. Listen, I can come to your church and sweep every day. I'm not sweeping it for you, Pastor. I'm not sweeping it for you, man of God. Forget it. If I was doing it for you, I would not come. I will not come. If I will enter into any church. One day I was teaching in New York and I said, don't come to this church and say, I'm going to support Pastor. You are not supporting me. Come here because you want to glorify God. And you are doing it for yourself. I am also doing it for myself. I also have goals. Paul said I have goals. My God. Now we are getting in. Paul said, I have goals for myself. I must achieve my goals. So you, the pastor that you are worried that he's not saying thank you, he's consumed with his goals. I'm not saying thank you is not okay. It's okay for us to be appreciated. But I don't live for that. I don't live for that. You get the point? Because when I live for that and Peter and James and John sleep on me, I will say, oh well, then let me also sleep. If Jesus had slept that night because Peter, James and John was sleeping, man, he would arrive at Golgotha and he probably will fall. Do you know what it takes to be whipped along the way? At some point, he was so tired that a stranger had to carry the cross for him. That is what we call destiny helper. He's going, he's tired, he's stumbling, he's falling. Then God will arrange somebody who will carry the cross for you. But until you carry it and you are along the way, forget it. Your miserable story, nobody will hear you. Jesus was crying. He had miserable story. Oh yeah, Peter won't pray for me. Oh guys, I told you 3 times I've come back and you guys are sleeping. Oh my God, why would you do this? You guys don't know. Nobody will listen. So Jesus said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sometimes people even want to help you, but it's their flesh has gotten in their way. Their emotions, their whatever, their needs, they too, they have plans for their lives. So they want to. Peter said, I will die with you. And you can't stay up for an hour. That's what Jesus said. And you can't tarry for an hour. Man, the Bible is loaded. It is that the worldly people are applying our Bible. I always tell this to my wife. The worldly people, you will be shocked. Everything they do is from the Bible. Everything is just that they don't want to believe in your Christ.